Have you ever pondered the essence of human rights? What makes them so fundamental that they form the bedrock of our civilization? What happens when these rights come under threat? And what role do we play in protecting them? Human rights are unalienable, inherent to every individual. Regardless of race, religion, nationality, or any other distinguishing factor, yet, across the globe these rights are infringed upon, often with impunity. Consider the case of Malala Yousafzai, a young woman from Pakistan. She was targeted by the Taliban for advocating for the right of girls to receive an education. Instead of silencing her, the attack amplified her voice, and she became a beacon of hope and resistance, a testament to the power of standing up for one's rights. Or consider the plight of the Rohingya people in Myanmar, a minority ethnic group. They have faced systemic discrimination and violence, leading to one of the world's most dire refugee crises. Their struggle for recognition, for the right to exist as a people in their homeland, is a stark reminder of the battle for human rights that is still ongoing in many parts of the world. In Russia, we find another example in the case of Alexei Navalny, a vocal critic of the government. Navalny was poisoned and later imprisoned, his rights to freedom of expression and fair trial blatantly violated. Navalny's story underscores the risks that come with challenging power and the immense courage required to stand up for justice. These are but a few examples of the human rights issues that persist in our world today. Yet they also underscore the resilience of the human spirit and the power of collective action. In the face of these challenges, international bodies like the United Nations and numerous non-governmental organizations have stepped in, working tirelessly to safeguard human rights, provide aid, and bring violators to justice. Yet they cannot do it alone. Every one of us has a role to play in this fight. We can educate ourselves and others about human rights and their importance. We can raise our voices against injustices. Whether in our own communities or on the other side of the world, we can support organizations that work to protect human rights through donations, volunteering, or advocacy. So the question is not whether we can make a difference, but whether we choose to. The fight for human rights is a collective one, requiring the commitment and action of each and every one of us. In the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, where, after all, do universal human rights begin? In small places, close to home, so close and so small that they cannot be seen on any maps of the world. Let us not wait for a crisis to jolt us into action. Let us not remain silent in the face of injustice. Let us stand up for human rights today and every day. Because in the end, our rights are only as secure as the rights of the most vulnerable among us. Remember, every voice matters, every action counts, and together we can create a world where human rights are not just a concept but a reality for all.